All right, welcome to Chat Talk Podcast, man. Well, this is a new podcast that I will be doing with my big bro, M. Selly. Say what's up to the people.
What's going down, fam? How y'all doing? We just chatting it up unbiasedly.
Unbiased, man. We out here trying to switch up the game, man. I hope y'all like the channel, man. We're going to be talking about various topics, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So welcome to the channel, man. Hope y'all enjoy. So today we about to just kind of freestyle it, and as we go, we're going to pull some topics from thin air, one at a time. So what's up? So let's talk to the people, man. Let's get caught up, man. Tell the people who you is and where you from.
Yo, Marcel, known as M. Selly, born and raised Riverside, California. You know, 3 kids, just out here trying to make it, made some bad choices. Just got out the feds, but I ain't going back.
Nah, we never going back to that, man. We out here trying to live it up, man. We be talking about business and stuff, you know. So what's next for you, Sally? Like on a business tip, man. Like you got any future business ventures lined up?
Yeah, man. As you know, just got my Class A license.
Okay.
So gotta make a little nest egg, but once that nest egg is nice and tight, I'm going to be purchasing my second truck. I got one already, but I'm not gonna talk about that yet.
Things happen.
So I'm gonna buy a second truck, and try to turn that second truck into 5 or 6, and eventually into a fleet. Pass something down to my kids.
I like that idea. So we plan on building a big company with those trucks, or you plan on like selling the company and then moving to something else, or just growing an empire? Like what do you plan on doing with all that?
Well, my plan is to get it as big as it can get. I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna pass up that one chick. What's her name? The trucking guru, old girl.
Hey, that's a good topic. She fake, right? She's a fraud. Fraud, bro. Fraud. Wow. Matter of fact, let's take a quick intermission, and I'm gonna pull up a short clip from that, bro. This is a video of Flacco breaking down the trucker, alleged truck guru, her fakeness. This is Flacco breaking it down.
To tap in.
I found a fake guru telling you that she's made $100 million, but what she hasn't told you is she can't afford rent. Her brand is the Trucking Guru. She claims to own 140 trucks.
Y'all gotta stop coming on this internet and playing with these folks, bruh. Because folks like Spencer.
So, we don't want to get into the whole video, but there's a lot of evidence that shows that she is not who she says she is. So is that a big letdown for you, Sally, by the way?
Honestly, my guy, it's not a big letdown, right? So let's say that it's not 140 trucks. Let's say it was 50 trucks, right? Matter of fact, let's even go lower. Let's say it's 10 trucks, my guy. Right. She's bringing in over $1 million a year.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So unless
No. I think even that's a lie. I I wish we look. I don't know if you want to get into that, bro, but they break it down, bro. Like she don't even got she might have 5. And she was scamming people. She was scamming people and taking their money for investments and using it to pay her rent and pay her bills. So she's a full-fledged scam artist.
Say this, right? I read a book called The Millionaire Next Door, right?
Right.
She might have these things, right? But her cost of living, you know what I'm saying, might be so high that she can't afford her rent because she's paying for her lifestyle.
Right.
Saying?
Oh yeah, so, I'm sure some of these places she was living was $30,000 a month, $20,000 a month, just like ridiculous. Yeah.
So you would actually have to see the black and whites to see how broke she really is, right?
Yeah.
But with that being said, if she drops that by half, she's still up, right?
Right.
So you got to give her credit to that when it comes to
just for building it to that point.
To the cap, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stop the cap.
Stop the cap.
But
Stop the cap.
But you know what I'm saying? If she has even 10% of what she says, she's still doing well. Yeah,
for sure. Look, to be honest, and I love your optimism, and what you said is definitely true with somebody. But the way they broke it down, bro, like I said, I'm convinced that she don't even. She's just a full-fledged scam artist, and she's not. She's allegedly made billions, and they broke the numbers down, man. She lucky to be a millionaire, you know what I'm saying? But I'm sure she got some bread, but it's all on the backs of. Remember the whole Caesar Pena DJ Envy situation? Did you not follow that at all? So I'll refresh your memory. So pretty much what happened was so DJ Envy from Breakfast Club, you know who that is. He had met somebody who was named Caesar Pena, who Caesar Pena was like allegedly this big real estate mogul, right? It turns out that according to all the information that's been coming out, DJ Envy wasn't involved, but his business partner, Cesar Pena, was taking investments from people and using that and just pretty much stealing the money. And he did it to thousands of people. He owes millions now, and they took him to jail. He already got bailed out. But anyways, that situation with old girl, it reminds me so much of Cesar Pena, bro. It's the same thing where you taking people money, promising, and look. When we talk about business and we talk about investments and all the stuff, which we on the same page, we all respect that. But what I can't respect is when you do it on the backs of hardworking people. You know, because I'm sure you will never get your money like that, where you promise somebody something. Hey, here you get a 30% return on your money in 6 months, and then 6 months come and it's sorry, we lost that money. What you know?
Well, I've always been a person that all a man really has is his word, right? So I disagree with getting over on anyone, right? I've never done anyone wrong. If I owe you, I'm going to pay you.
Straight up.
When I say I'm going to pay you.
Straight
You know
up.
what I'm saying? It takes a special kind of character to take something from someone and not pay it back.
Man.
So you have to have a crazy mindset.
Yeah. No morals.
To even think I'm going to get over on each and every person I meet, right?
Right.
That it's a Ponzi scheme, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Even though the people
Yeah.
at the top
Right.
get that benefit, right?
Right.
But the people at the bottom are the ones getting played.
Right,
And
right.
9 times out of 10, the one at the bottom already
Right.
been at the bottom. You know
Right,
what I'm saying?
right.
So I don't agree with any type of scandals or, saying getting over on another human being.
Never, and especially because I feel like, but what you said is so important though, because you said it's a certain lifestyle that, like, once you reach a certain lifestyle, you never want to go back, bro. It is so hard to, bro. Imagine every day you hopping in a Ferrari, you got a mansion, and then you don't have that no more, bro. That is such a huge hit on your ego.
Well,
and
if you want to speak on that, I know personally.
talk to me about it, bro.
Well, just like my little bro said, I used to be on top, right? And now I am restarting my life because, like I said in the beginning, I'm fresh out the Fed. So I know exactly what it feels like to wake up every day in a big house and drive a nice car. And now I'm literally climbing this mountain.
And you speaking from experience too.
Literally, you feel me? So, but don't get it wrong, right? Prison is an eye-opener. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You learn a lot in prison, and I learned a lot in prison. So now I have the knowledge to climb that mountain, legit, right? And get it back again.
Right, definitely. I love it, and it's dope because I will say that too. I will add that once you, like, if you've already been a millionaire, you know the way. Like, you might have to start over, but you know the road. You know when to take a left, when to take a right, when to how to get to that same place. But back to the Ponzi scheme stuff, bro. Like you said, man, it's like to take. Like I said, it's one way. It's so many ways to get money out here, bro. But to try to do some scam ball, low ball, you taking it from people who's already struggling.
Literally.
They already hurting. That's why they doing this. They trying to change their family life.
Like let's talk people on Instagram. I know you guys have come across it.
Yeah.
Hey man, send me $100 and I'm gonna make you $10,000 in an hour.
Yeah.
Like, I love playing games, right? So I play games with them because I know they're scams, right?
Right.
So I'll take them through the whole process. Let's eat some time out your day to day, right? So I'm
Respect.
I'm gonna take you all the way.
Respect.
You know you ain't asking for no money yet, but I know it's coming. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And they get livid, my guy.
Yeah,
They get so mad.
There's you know what that remind me of? There's these channels. I follow a couple of them. They're called it's like Scamming the Scammer, and they do exactly that, bro. They will like beat around the bush and just take hours of the scammers. Ooh, excuse me.
Bless you.
They'll take hours and hours of these scammers days, bro. And then by the end of the call, when they realize that ain't nothing happening, they start cussing. Fuck you, going ham, bro.
See, I'm a goofy nigga, right? So I love playing games. You feel me? So one day they called me trying to scam me, right?
Right.
And they hung up the phone. Tell me why I called them 30 times back to back. They were so mad. I said, you're calling me, so now I'm going to call you all day. I said, I got nothing better to do. So settle in until this number's blocked.
That's what's up. That's what's
They
up.
were so pissed, my God.
I bet. Nah, definitely.
So, just, I'm going to look into the camera real quick, man. If you that type of person, man, stop scamming people, man.
Bro.
There's better ways to get your money, man. It makes no sense, man. Stop doing God people like that.
Yeah, and it's like you said, man. And the thing is, a lot of these people who do these scams, like, they got enough money to really go legit. And but you, like, when is it just easier to, you know what I mean? But it's a morals thing too, right? Like, you gotta, like you said, you gotta be a special type of person to owe somebody money, bro. I remember Vernon, I was telling you about that, bro. I borrowed $700, bro. That same day, you got your bread and some just for looking out, bro. It's like who even want that type of karma? You know what I mean? You can't even sleep at night, type of deal. You know,
it's because people don't understand universal law, right?
Yeah.
When it comes to universal law, being fair
Yeah.
is right there at the top, right?
Right.
Some people came from the gutter,
Yeah.
and all they know is do wrong, right?
Right.
Because they've been done wrong all their life. So once they find that little niche,
Yeah.
even though it's getting over on people, they
Right.
run with it.
Right.
They become a professional,
Right.
right? So once you become a professional,
yeah.
the moral goes out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
You're not doing this. You're not caring about the next man. You're caring about yourself.
Yeah.
It comes to being, it's being selfish.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
And is it safe to say too? Because I agree with that, but I've always heard this saying, right? Like the dealer is just as addicted to making the money as the addict is buying that drug. So it's the same thing, right? Like these people are just as addicted to scamming these people. They become addicted to it, bro. Where even though, like you said, there's other avenues to make your money, but that it's so easy and it's coming in. It's like, how do you stop that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I can speak on that too, right? Because even though I was in the game, right?
Right.
But I missed out on so many life
Yeah.
happiness, right? Let's say that, right? I missed out on all kind of trips, fancy vacations because I was scared to not make $1, right?
Right.
And that was my downfall, right?
Yeah,
I
no
could have been
doubt.
Hawaii,
Bro.
so many different countries, but no, I didn't want to leave
Damn.
because I
Damn.
was scared to miss a phone call.
That's so
and I
deep.
had plenty of money, my God. You
Yeah,
feel me?
for sure,
So
for sure.
you're right when it comes to
Yeah,
money. I think I was
yeah.
even more addicted than they were.
Right,
You get what I'm
right.
saying?
No, definitely,
So
definitely.
that money is the devil, and the Bible says
Yeah.
the love of money is the root of all evil.
Wow.
And that's facts.
Wait, is that a real quote?
That's facts, my guy.
Wow.
If people say money is the root of all evil. No, it's not money is the root. It's the love of money because
makes
you're
sense.
idolizing it. You feel
Yeah,
me?
yeah,
You're putting
definitely.
that before God.
Damn, that's deep. That's deep. That's super deep, and it's crazy because I feel like you see that with some of these billionaires. Mark Cuban did an interview with I don't know. Do you know who like Logan Paul and Jake Paul and all these dudes is? So he got a podcast, right? And Mark Cuban went on and he was, and I'm glad they asked him, like, there's certain interviews, like, people are good interviewers when they can ask great questions like this, but they asked him, it was like, hey, so as a billionaire, there was like, are you all about $1? Like, and I feel like sometimes people would be scared to ask that, but he was like, nah, man, he was like, there's certain times where, if I feel like there's an immoral decision to be made, I will obviously take the blow before I. But then he brought up, and this is my point. He was like, but there are he's like, and these are the billionaires that I don't make friends with. He was like, there's billionaires that's all about $1, and they don't care who they have to step on. They don't care who they have to fire. If it will increase he's like, if it will increase their net worth by even 1 cent, they will take advantage of it, bro. Tell me that's not disgusting, bro.
It is disgusting because once you hit that billion, that's generational wealth, right?
Yeah.
You couldn't spend all that money in your lifetime if you
Right.
wanted to.
If you tried.
Let's
Exactly.
say that you did spend a bunch of it, right? But the things you buy have value. Have value. It's
Exactly.
just going to come right back into your pockets.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So that's another.
And depending on your business model, right? Depending on your business model, like you could stay rich forever because that money just always coming in, right? Like, you know what I mean?
And think about it. $1 billion is 1,000 million.
1,000 million.
If you add that in seconds, it doesn't even compare to each other. So whoever's watching this video, how's it going? I want you guys to add up $1 billion, 1 billion seconds compared to 1 million seconds, and tell me what you come up with.
Right.
It's ridiculous.
You want to know how much 1 trillion seconds is, bro?
Probably forever.
How much? Wait, I want to ask you though, because look, there's, speaking of that, right? There's a couple of billionaires, known ones, right? Because there's an argument that some of these Saudis are trillionaires already, right? But there's Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos. There's an argument that these two are the next trillionaires. Particularly Jeff Bezos, right? Because of the COVID thing, everybody was, there was like, if that trend would have continued, the COVID, he would have been a trillionaire. But anyways, a lot of people can't fathom what a trillion is. But so this is my question to you, because I know the answer to this, right? How many years is 1 trillion seconds? Just give me, without doing the math, how much you think it is.
Okay, since I kind of know what 1 billion seconds is, I'm going to go with times 1,000 that. So I'm going to say it is 4,000 years.
It's like 39,000 years or something.
So I was close. You feel me?
You was in the thousands of years. So I'm glad, because some people was like, oh, what? Like, because I've asked people that question, they'll be like, 100 years? Nigga, not even, way more than that. So that just goes to show you what a trillion is. 39, that don't even make any sense. That's seconds. And I go to show you how short our lifespan is, right? But $1 trillion, bro, that is just one human being. Is that even that's crazy to have that type of wealth at their disposal, right? That's more than
crazier that they choose to share their money in charities that don't help people, right? Like, I'm not saying give everyone $1 billion because, life doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
I'm just saying you have enough money.
Yeah.
Even all the 400 billionaires in America has enough money to go month by month and eliminate certain poverties.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Sure,
but no one talks about that. You feel what I'm saying?
So I will say this, right? As true as that is, right? But that brings up another point, right? Because as true as it is that a handful of billionaires could end like poverty in certain neighborhoods or even in the whole country, right? That just goes to show you that if individuals can do it, the government definitely got it.
100%. Yes.
Look, because the government, when it comes to money, nobody balling on the government, bro. The government budget is crazy.
They print
right?
the money. And talk about that, right? The government and being rich, it's made this way, right?
Right.
Because let's say that everyone was wealthy.
Right.
Who's gonna clean their houses?
Right.
Who's gonna make their food?
Right,
You get
right,
what I'm
right.
saying?
Exactly.
So it's kind of this pyramid is stacked this way on purpose.
Yeah, it makes
That's
sense.
why certain. I don't want to go off talking. Certain new millionaires and billionaires end up dead, right? Because you were never supposed to be rich in the first place in their eye.
Right.
You get what I'm
Makes
saying?
sense. Makes
so
sense.
that's why. What I meant to say was, so if you do start to make a little bit of money,
Right,
don't
right.
advertise it.
Yeah, stay-
Especially if you're making big bucks, man.
Stay under the
'Cause you might
radar.
not be alive to spend it.
Yeah, makes sense. No, we've been seeing the trend lately where a lot of wealthy, particularly crypto, right? Like crypto millionaires and billionaires have been getting often, and like you said, it's because the government don't want to see. Like you said it, bro. It's a pyramid scheme. If everybody's rich, nobody's gonna want to go fix your toilet that you done put a, that you done blew up.
And I talked about this just last night, right? I used to do a lot of fine dining, right? And I dress pretty well, when I go out to eat. And
Hey, was you suited and booted though? By
I
the way,
was suited and booted. I love wearing black. So
Yeah.
black everything, black shirt, button up, black
Yeah.
pants, black shoes,
Yeah.
black hat.
Yeah.
But when I went into these 5-star restaurants, 4-star restaurants,
Yeah.
people looked at me like I had shit on my face. Like,
Damn.
why are you here?
Right,
You're not supposed
right.
to be here with us.
Right.
And let's say they were white people. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Which makes no sense. Why? Because the color of my skin cannot eat next to you.
Right,
Because
right.
this is you think because I'm black I shouldn't be able to afford this?
yeah, for sure.
And
for
which
sure.
is that's another crazy problem with America.
Yeah.
People talk about racism being gone when it's just hidden.
Yeah, it's hidden and it's in different forms. I've always said this, right? I'm not like this whole big racism is the number one problem in America. It is, but I think more important than that is class, right? Like to your point, that was a class thing, right? They think because the general people in that area look a certain way that this man, there's no way that he could be sitting beside me paying for $250 plates or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's no way. But I really believe though it's a class war. You feel me? We got 10 to 5% of people. Billionaires control 95% of the wealth, bro, and that's a problem, and that's a problem we need to address. But we gonna go back to the government, man. The government got when COVID hit, nigga, we were spending trillions like it was nothing, and then we can talk about reparations because I feel like a huge argument that people who are against reparations, right? They like to say, oh, how we gonna afford it, nigga? COVID showed that we got the bread, nigga.
Yeah.
We got the bread, nigga. And by the way, since we talking about reparations, I want to get your thoughts on this, right? Because I've always said this, right? At this point in time, 2023, it looked like reparations will never, ever, ever happen. So if they were to do like a free education, was that something you will be willing to accept? Me personally, I would take that because it's better than nothing.
Honestly, man, I wouldn't take the free education because you don't need to be educated to become successful, right?
Fair enough.
And I talked to this.
But I'm saying it's better than nothing, though.
It is better than nothing. But what if it's something you want to do?
Yeah, that's a good point, but it's better than nothing. You're right. It is.
That's a handout. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but I talked to this older dude, and he says that black people got their reparations right after slavery, right? He said that around Juneteenth, he said that some people didn't know how to be free, and they sold gave their reparations away.
Wow.
For land. Right?
Wow.
Because they didn't know how to survive on their own. You know what I'm saying? They
Wow.
didn't have the materials
Yeah.
to keep to stabilize.
Yeah,
their
like to
life,
keep-
you get what I'm saying?
yeah, for
the
sure.
cows, the,
Sure,
the
yeah.
barn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, taking care of the
I don't know
farm.
how true that is, but he was a knowledgeable brother. But when it comes to reparation, it's sad to say this because the government shouldn't be afraid to give that out because
Yeah.
not everyone knows how to handle money, and they'll be
Right.
getting a big chunk of it back
Right,
immediately.
right. For
I
sure.
want to say about.
Oh, no, you're right.
I
Yeah,
wanna
for
say-
sure.
I want to say about.
I think the
I
majority.
want to say about. I'm gonna say I don't want to say a number that's too crazy, but 65%
Yeah.
is going to be given back.
Oh,
by,
yeah.
by people who
100%.
who don't know financial literacy.
Yeah, yeah.
Who don't know how to
Facts.
become their own man, their own boss, so to speak, right?
Yep.
So if that's what the government's worried about, just give it up and see what happens.
Yeah.
Because I think Dave Chappelle said it on one of the Dave Chappelle shows, right?
Right.
Black people got reparations, and Cadillac was the number one
Right. Yeah.
top selling.
No, I think
car.
that was wasn't that Cat Williams?
I think that was Dave Chappelle, but you know, we'll look into it. We can look up the
Okay,
pull
okay.
up the clip. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
amazing because it's sad but true. You know?
Yeah, for sure. No, I couldn't agree more. I definitely think that see, and I agree with that, but that shouldn't be a reason not to do it, though. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely not a reason. Hey, look, if you want to blow and you know what's interesting? There was a politician. Her name was Marianne Williamson, and it's crazy because we talked about this, right? Like the Democratic Party. They got 90% of the black vote, which is, by the way, starting to deteriorate because now a lot of people opening their eyes like they ain't doing shit for us. But the Democratic Party, we've attached ourselves to it for so many years that when another candidate comes and they speaking for the people, y'all still attached to the Democratic Party. But anyway, Marianne Williamson, she her whole campaign was getting like that's what she ran on.
That's
was
amazing.
getting and it's like nobody. Yeah, well, obviously she ain't gonna get the coverage because it's what she's saying. But you know, with a fair due amount of research, bro, you could have known that she was going to all white. Like when she was doing her, her campaigning, doing her speeches, she was going to all white states, all white neighborhoods, getting standing ovations for.
So let's talk about the reparations poll, right?
Right.
How do you determine who gets reparations? Because the reparations for only people who were slaves,
Right.
correct? So not all black people came from slavery.
Yeah.
Their families. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So how would you determine who gets a reparation, and that will cause chaos in itself?
No, I don't think so because it's easy to track that history. I mean, look, let's be honest, bro. Slavery wasn't that long ago. What, a couple hundred years, bro? And if you want to get technical, even when slavery was ended, don't mean that they just snapped a finger and slavery was ended. Like it was still. It got to the point where that's what the Civil War. Like it was niggas that was still fighting to keep their slaves. So it was never just over at a certain point. And then many years after that, it was still a lot of like racism and discrimination and everything.
I see what you're saying, but feel where I'm from.
But it's easy to track it though.
Let's say that I came from slaves, right?
Yeah.
And you didn't.
Okay.
I get dropped 500 million.
Yeah.
And you get dropped nothing.
Okay.
How you gonna feel about that?
Look. Well, you don't want to ask me because I've always said this, right? When it comes to reparations, if let's say I was a politician or anything, I would advocate for it and I would exclude myself. That's why I say you asked the wrong person. I will exclude myself just to make sure everybody get it, that just so they won't think I'm doing it for my own self gain. I would exclude myself and I would still advocate for everybody to get theirs because when it comes to reparations, that's why I said it don't got to be a direct payment. I know a lot of niggas argue, oh, it should be cash, bro. It don't have to be that. That's just me. Not even on no like let it be rebuild, nigga. Rebuild these neighborhoods.
So what reparations is? It's 40 acres and a mule.
Yeah.
You tally that up to today's value.
Yeah.
And that's what you're gonna get.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know that number because I've never done the math, but that's what it is. There's no invisible number. No, they know the numbers, right?
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So, but since you're excavating yourself in this category, let's say that random checks.
Some people will though. Some people will.
Random checks pop up in the mail.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you get a check.
Yeah.
Let's say you don't get a check.
Right.
Then what? How you gonna make sure that people get theirs?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I mean, it can definitely get messy, but no, I feel that. But like I said, ultimately, bro, I think I would even take this, bro. It don't even got to be a cash payment. Look, Southside Chicago, Detroit, Pittsburgh, L.A. These cities that are just destroyed with black on black crime and just poverty ridden and gang banging and drugs. How about rebuild these communities? Give them a fair shot to compete with. Okay, because I feel like this is what slavery did, right? This is us, right? We came here. We already started at the bottom, and then this is the white folks, right? This is the white folks. They go up. and then slavery just kept us here. They go up, and then no slavery, we come up, they knocked us down. So we always at a disadvantage. Is kind of where I'm going with
So
this.
you think?
So what I'm saying is just give these people a shot to catch up to everybody else. That's all I'm saying.
So you think it's going to stop the black on black crime?
I argue that it would help. Well, it will never stop it, but it will help. I think.
Because let's talk about these. These youngsters are ruthless.
Yeah.
They don't care about the color.
You know, but listen, Sally, because I feel that they are ruthless. But this is why I feel like it will change it. You know why they do it? It's because of poverty. You fix the problem. Like, yeah, these niggas is ruthless. They ruthless because they mama ain't got no money. They daddy ain't got no money. Mama and daddy is fighting with each other. They own Section 8. They own welfare.
That gives you right to kill someone you went to elementary with?
No, not at all. But I'm saying you address the root cause. What causes poverty? What causes crime? The poverty causes crime. You fix poverty, you inherently, indirectly fix crime. You feel me?
I feel what you're saying, man. But I just think that you give them money. They gonna go buy more guns, man.
Yeah.
Cause I'm totally against black on black crime, right? Yeah. So that's why I'm speaking so adamantly about this, right? Yeah. These dudes have a problem, and it's because they listen to too much drill music, right?
Damn,
it's the drill music, my guy.
You're right.
Like,
you're right.
Why would you not want to come together with your neighbor, my guy?
Yeah.
You don't even know this dude, but he look like someone you know, so you're gonna go kill him. Someone's son.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's crazy to me.
No,
it
you're
could
right.
be your cousin. You don't even know if that's your cousin with the hoodie on.
Right, exactly.
You don't care. They're ruthless, my guy. And I don't think money's gonna stop.
No. See, but who said money though? See, you misunderstood me. I didn't say money. I said rebuild the communities, right? You don't gotta like put money in their pocket. What I'm saying is, look. Okay, like I said, poverty is a number one. Like look at everywhere in the world. The most impoverished, poverty-ridden places have the most crime. When I say fix poverty, give them opportunities, give jobs. What do they call them? Like recreational centers, you know what I'm saying? Like football, like there's all kinds of different programs that could help people. Guaranteed jobs program, healthcare, like it's just help the people. Look, infrastructure, rebuild their communities, bro.
I understand what you're saying, guy, but you're looking at the root of the core, right? These dudes take pride in killing young black dudes, right?
Yeah.
How do you change that? You get what I'm saying? How do you change that?
It won't fix it immediately. It won't fix it like overnight. But it's like putting a Band-Aid on an open wound, right? Like you gotta address it. Like for example, you get shot. They ain't just gonna put a Band-Aid on it. What they gonna do is they're gonna extract the bullet. It's a process, right? You gotta extract the bullet. Then you gotta put some numbing cream on it. Then you gotta make sure the wound is covered up. Then you gotta put a bandage on it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like it's a process, and it's not overnight gonna happen. But I think it's a lack of opportunity. Right, like you got for example, New Jersey, right? Where when I went out there, I was in the ghetto, like the hood. Like you could tell in the hood. This side, and one of my homies, he lived out there, and his family, they live in kind of like the upper neighborhood, bro. This was like 5 minutes away, so. Literally 5 minutes away, you got beautiful houses, lots of opportunities, and then boom, you go a block in a left turn, and then boom, all the gang banging and all the. So what I'm saying is rebuild these communities up to compete with other communities. And another thing that would probably help it is property tax, right? Because right now how they have it is property tax is exclusive toward I believe each city uses property tax to fund its own city, but what they need to do is put it all in, because what happens when you do that, right, is you have cities that have higher property value, people paying more money in taxes, their community gets more help, right? And then the communities that don't have that, they get less help. So I think it needs to be all in the melting pot, and then you distribute it all equally amongst these cities for like great schools and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Law enforcement. And there's some cities where the police don't even come because it's so fucked up. But like I said, it starts with addressing. Like I said, it could be a cash payment too, but all I'm arguing is that if they offer something that's less than that, instead of saying no because we already feel like we ain't getting nothing, let's just take it. Let's just take it, bro. If it's in the form of rebuilding a community that's Southside Chicago or one of these just crazy places where, like you said, they just murking each other, And then Black Lives Matter too. Like, I feel like that movement could have really changed the game because you had so many. It was first of all, it was a nationwide thing. and you have people from so many different ethnic backgrounds coming together for this cause, but they only came out when it was white on black crime. They never addressed black on black crime, and that was the problem. You feel me? Like there's people. I forgot the number, bro, but there was like an ungodly number of people that was killed in like a year basis. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, like, why wasn't we never taken to the streets for that? You know? And I think we need some external help in these cities, man.
Honestly, my guy, when it comes to externals and we need Jesus, my guy, you can't help someone who don't want help. That's the cool part about it. Even if you change the city, it's going to be a beautiful city with a lot of crime.
Yeah.
That's just my personal opinion.
Okay.
Because I see it for what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like these dudes, my guy, I can't stress it enough, my guy.
Yeah.
They're taught different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They've been taught this way since they've been in diapers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Makes
It's like
sense.
an old man who's 60. He's set in his ways.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
it's sad because these dudes ain't gonna realize what they've done until they're old men, if they make it.
Right.
You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying?
Yeah, good point.
Because there's even people in the cartel called killers
Yeah.
who eventually be like, damn, man,
Yeah.
let me change my life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if they can,
Yeah,
if
that's
those
what I'm
type of
saying.
people can change, of course they can change. But at that point,
Yeah.
it's too late.
Yeah.
You've already killed 500 people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I definitely get it, bro. But I just don't think that doing nothing is the solution. Like you can argue. You get some people that will argue that like, oh, just let them kill each other off. But that's how insensitive is that, bro? You know what I'm saying? You got to have some type of intervention and get in. Like Charleston White, bro. Like I know he be saying some wild shit, but I don't think he do it no more since he got rich. But this nigga was in these communities really trying to they need help, they need guidance. These kids, and now I will say this, right? I will give you a good point. I think a lot of them are too far gone. A lot of them are, but the youth, like all these late teen, early 20 niggas, they let them niggas exterminate each other. Cause you're right, but I'm talking about the youth, man.
Well, let me say this, right? The external thing could be someone that has influence over them, right? Let's talk about that.
Right.
If their favorite rapper or rappers
Good
tell
point.
them
Yeah.
to put the guns down, they might be inclined to listen,
Yeah.
right? But it's an opposite because
Yeah.
we know the industry gets paid more
Right.
money to talk about dumb
Wow.
shit,
Yeah.
belligerent, ignorant shit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
right.
So until that changes,
Yeah.
it's not going to change, my guy.
That's a good point.
It's the rap influence.
Damn, that's deep.
It's so strong, my
That's
guy.
deep, that's
it's
deep,
almost
yeah.
like black magic.
Yeah, that's
I've
deep.
done the research, my God. That's why they push it out there. And the people who own the prisons own the
Yeah.
labels.
Right.
And they like, hey, I'll throw you an extra million.
Wow.
Talk about this.
Wow.
And they're not going to turn on that bread.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
know. They know.
I forgot. Yeah.
Meek Mill just did an interview. He's like, yeah, man, they pay us to rap about that. But that's why I'm here trying to tell y'all to do better. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that doesn't change the fact that they're still listening to you.
Yeah,
And
right.
they're not listening to your conference. Where,
Damn, that's deep. That's
you know what I'm
deep.
saying?
I
They're
feel
not,
it.
They're not tuned into your conference
Yeah.
when you're telling them to stop that.
Yeah, that's deep. I feel that.
You feel me? So
I feel that.
when it comes to external, maybe whoever they look up to the most needs to talk to them,
Yeah.
right? Because clearly they listen when they say go kill this dude that you don't even know.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but hopefully one day in the future
Mm-hmm.
it gets addressed and it gets fixed, right? Because I love Black Power.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Same.
And it kills me every day to see
Yeah.
just people just killing each other. That makes no sense. Like the most beautiful thing this year that I've seen, even though that it was violence, was the Montgomery Brawl.
Yeah.
It brought so many black people
Yeah,
together.
right,
And it's
right.
still bringing them together, right?
Definitely.
Instead of me mad dogging this next black person, I'm throwing
Yeah.
my head up saying what's
Right,
up because
right.
we came together.
Yeah,
See what we can do when we come together.
Hey, the funny part about that was the nigga that was swimming over there.
You feel me?
jumped in the water and
He-
swam
you feel me?
over
He
there.
didn't know war.
Yeah, definitely.
He didn't know if it was sharks in that water.
Right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
He didn't know what. All he knew was I need to help my brother.
Right,
You
for
understand
sure,
me?
for sure.
And honestly, I think if it wasn't for him swimming across,
Yeah.
no one would have jumped in.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
For sure.
And all it takes is a little spark like that.
Yeah.
To bring people together.
No, I agree with you. I like I said, and I 100% agree with that, man. It takes people to come together, but we got to at least try, right? Like we can speculate that they will still be the same, and I actually 100% agree with that. I think most people will maintain that ignorant mentality, but you know those people, like you said, regardless of help or not, they're gonna exterminate each other, sure. But for the youth, the people who actually like, let's say for example, a young 12-year-old kid, all his role models is gang banging. He's influenced by that. He only reason he is that is because everybody he knows is living like that, right? If you can intervene in that kid's life and put him on a path of success, put him in football, put him in basketball. Martial arts is a big up and coming thing now, bro. Make the nigga be a scrapper. You know, there's so much lost potential in these neighborhoods. We've seen it. We've seen situations where a nigga is a baller, right? And he get murked. You know what I'm saying? Like, because he live in that environment. We can't, bro, we gotta, you know.
Those type of people, see, but those who they are. They want to be someone else, right?
True that.
You have no excuse to make it out the hood and go back, right? I'm not saying neglect it, but I'm saying don't try to act hard now. You told him to totally, even you're a millionaire, right? Right. So it's just crazy because I don't believe in what you just said a second ago because think about where we came from. Yeah. We grew up in the gutter too. We grew up around gang influence and all that.
Drugs, all that shit.
I'm not saying that in the beginning it didn't have influence because honestly, let's be real. I wanted to be a super crip growing up, right? Yeah. Loved it. Loved everything blue. You get what I'm saying? Right. But the older I got, wisdom set in, right? Yeah. And I knew that's not what I wanted. I loved my mother too much. Right. Honestly, I believe in that. If you choose to put your life on the line, you don't love your mom as much as you think you do.
Or your kids too.
Or your kids. You know what I'm saying? Can you envision your mom crying over a casket? Why would you even want that? Right. The potential, even the chance of it, right? So it's sad in that sense.
Now let's okay. Let's take it back. Let's rewind, right? You said, would you envision your mom? Now what's the reason for that, right? What's the reason? Like a lot of these kids, what do they all have in common? What do they all have in common, bro? And what do they don't have? They don't have their daddy, bro, and that is a huge problem, right? And you want to hear a crazy statistic, bro? 80 to 90% of niggas in jail that's doing life don't have no father figure, bro. 80 to 90% of people committing heinous crimes don't have no daddy, bro. And unfortunately, we've built a society where it's incentivized for women to get rid of the man, you know, because of welfare and other things like that. So all I could argue is, right, to mitigate this is, and that's one thing I'm proud about me and you, and I got a few partners, and I will say this, we're seeing a shift. A lot of there's a lot of good daddies out there now, man. Come on, bro. Yeah. So we're seeing a shift in this, and it's beautiful. But to that point, man, I think if these people that we're referring to, these people that are, you know, what some would consider what's the word that they call a menace to society, right? If they, bro, it's because their daddy ain't around. It's either that and that 10% that do got their daddy, it's because that the nigga ain't shit either. You know what I'm saying? He gang banging and doing drugs and encouraging, you know, his kids to have blue rags and red rags, you know.
But what did I say about the mothers? You trying to tell me you can't instill morals into your son, even if he don't got a daddy?
I can tell you what.
You can't teach him to be a man, right? Yeah. But you can teach him to be a good person, and that's all it really comes down to.
No, I can answer that. Want me to answer? I'll answer that question. This is why. Because women instinctually have unconditional love, right? And with comes unconditional love lacks responsibility and discipline. You know what I'm saying? So you love your son to death. The nigga say, "Fuck you, mama, I'm going outside anyways." You gonna withdraw and be like, and the nigga gonna walk out, nigga, daddy, wait, what you say? What you say? You know what I'm saying? So that's the difference, right? Like, it's not that these mothers don't care, and it's not that it's just they don't have it in them to provide the discipline that a father would. You feel me? And that's what it boils down to. Look, and I always argue this, bro. Kids need love too. But I think they need more discipline than love, bro. And I hate this. I know it sounds really like harsh and cool, but it's true. If you look, and by the way, that same stat that I told you. Fatherless homes have that percentage, right? And you know, even if the father is raising the kids by himself, he has the same advantage as if he's raising them with the mother. That's crazy.
I just heard that stat.
Yeah, because they can teach and how to be a man at the same time. So with that said.
and give you love.
For all the men out there, all I can say is that, man, if you really care about your kids, make sure you're there, bro. Be there, because that's the best advantage you can give your kids is having them raised by their father and their mother, bro. You feel me? Or just a father.
We're not telling you to take
And we're not telling you to take the
feminized way of being a father.
the feminized way of being a father.
Yeah.
You can still not be
Sure.
physically present in the background doing your thing. But when it's time to be judged, step up.
Agreed.
And teach them the right
100%.
way.
Couldn't agree more, man. Yeah, we just need more daddies out there, man. Because like I said, all these, like I mean, I could put a bet on it, man. If they run a poll, you know, all these gun-toting caveman idiots out there, you know what I'm saying? And not even just out there. This is in every state. They got these dummies. I can bet you that a high number of these dudes, the daddy gone. He either left in jail or dead, or the mama, and we seen that happen a lot too, where the mother keeps her father from the kids, and that's all bad too.
It goes back to the point. But think about it. It goes back to the point we just talked about, right? We came from the gutter.
Yeah.
We didn't have this way, right?
Right.
How do we turn out this way?
See, but that's the thing, though. I think, see, now remember that 10% that you got those mothers that lay it down, and we was fortunate enough to have that. You know what I'm saying? Where we came from the gutter, we didn't have our dads, but moms was that 10% raiser. You know?
Our mom's super lax.
Yeah.
We're allowed to. We had no curfew, my guy.
Yeah.
We're allowed to.
Hey, we an anomaly though, bro. No, you're right. But I will say this: we an anomaly. You're right, though. You're right. We an anomaly,
We
bro.
didn't have curfew.
Yeah.
We didn't really have to go to school if we didn't want to.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So how did we turn into the men that we turn into now? Because we're aware.
Yeah.
You feel me? Alert.
Yeah.
Wisdom.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
For sure.
we're wise enough to know that that's not what we wanted.
Right.
That means we're not afraid to be who we want to be.
Right.
You know what? That's what I learned about people in prison. People who are in prison are afraid to be themselves.
Right.
So they gravitate towards something they're not. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And it's amazing to see. So I statements.
Yeah.
I've never been afraid to be who I am.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
feel
for
me?
sure.
So
Agreed.
in prison,
Same here, by the way.
yeah,
Same
in
here.
prison, I did what I wanted to do, even if it came with consequences. You feel me?
Right.
If we got to get down, we got to get down.
Right.
You understand me? But I'm gonna do what I want to do.
Right,
You get what I'm
right.
saying?
Yes, sir. Yes,
so, and that's what a lot of people are afraid to be, even in life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They're so afraid of what the next man might think of them.
Exactly.
And that's the problem with the world. You feel me? Even females, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're afraid to show your true self. That's why you got eyelashes and makeup. on, you feel
Right.
me?
Yeah, good point, good
and
point.
dudes, you're afraid to be who you are and care about
Change.
what other people think, because that's why you gotta have Jordans. You get what I'm saying?
Gotta have the big
that's why
chain.
you gotta have the goals
Gotta
on
have
your
the big
fingers. You know what I'm
watch.
saying?
It gotta be real.
Which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Because you don't even know these people.
Right.
Some people you're never gonna see again in your life.
Definitely.
So we get away from that, I think a lot of things will change.
I agree. And you know what's crazy? Like a lot of these cities that we've been discussing I feel like a lot of them live life like real life GTA. You feel me? Like real life GTA. Speaking of GTA, they GTA 6 on its way out. You feel me? They postponed it.
They postponed the date.
Bro, what was the original date? Like next year, right?
I can't call it, but I just
Why is that? Why do you think that is? Why is that? What do you think? Yeah, of course.
$1 billion, you know?
Yeah,
So I mean, selling another billion copies.
Yeah.
So they want to make it right. You get what I'm saying?
The anticipation. Yeah, for
Anticipation
sure.
always gets people. You know what I'm saying?
Guaranteed
The
to
more
sell.
anticipation.
Hey, you know what's
there is,
interesting
guaranteed
about
to sell.
speaking of sales? What do you think about microtransactions, right? Because I've been having this speculation, and maybe it's more to it, but this is kind of my own little thoughts going crazy. I think microtransactions. I mean, there's great benefits of microtransactions, but overall, generally speaking, I think microtransactions is killing gaming.
It's scamming, my guy.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
be real. It's a scam. You're taking the fun out of everything.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't care about the consumer.
Yeah.
All you care about is that dollar. And that's what
Right.
we just talked about earlier in this podcast. You get what I'm saying?
Definitely.
It's a scam, man. It makes
Yeah.
no sense that I should
Right.
have to buy a microtransaction
Right.
every time
Yeah.
I play a different
Yeah,
game.
definitely.
I understand you want to make your $1 million. But
Yeah.
come on, man.
Right.
You're supposed to be doing this for us.
For sure,
Right?
for sure.
Or am I wrong? I don't know.
No. You exactly made the point I was gonna make. It's like this is where microtransactions kill gaming, right? Back in the day, right? Me and you been gamers for years, nigga. Back in the day, let's say you buy a game, right? And you want to unlock a sword or a special gun, nigga, you gotta put in work, nigga. You gotta go hard. You gotta put hours and hours in the game, and then you like, I finally got this shit. I fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like but nigga, nowadays, nigga, now you can put many hours into the game, but nah, nigga, you gotta pay us $40 though. You want that new gun?
Yeah.
Give us 40. You already paid for the game. You want that new character?
Yeah, usually you beat the game, you unlock new characters.
That's over now.
That's done.
That's over, bro. And look, I'm cool with that, right? But they should still be an option, and you can make it very difficult. Make it very difficult, nigga. Make it so hard where you gotta play 150 games to beat this master, right? But make it to where I can at least work hard to unlock that, nigga. That's not even an option
How
anymore.
everything that we love, you talk about is coming in full circle, right?
Yeah.
It's the love of money, right?
Yeah,
It's
right,
the
right.
love of money.
Definitely.
They stop caring about
the quality,
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Original game makers
Yeah.
cared about the people. What were they gonna think about it? You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? But
It's all about money now, bro. And GTA, since we were speaking on that, is a perfect example of that. They did there was a meme, right, where it's like it showed the years in between each GTA, right? And the early GTAs, microtransactions wasn't like a thing, right? Like they had to put a lot of effort into the story mode, a lot of effort into the gameplay, and it was like anywhere between 2 to 3 years. Yeah. It was anywhere between 2 to 3 years in between each GTA. Now what's happening is, ever since GTA 5 and they found out a way to make billions of dollars with microtransactions, niggas is paying for shark cards, and you buying shark cards, and you're buying Lamborghini. You know, you could buy the stuff, bro. The shark cards, they made so much money off of that. Bro, that's why it was 12, 13 years before this next game. Nigga, they was making plenty. The amount of money that they made with GTA 5, they've made more than every past GTA before that.
and I'm glad you brought up the shark cards.
Crazy.
Let's talk about how big of a scam the shark cards is.
Yeah, you don't even get enough money.
You don't. I think it costs $10 for $2 million.
Right.
Do you know you can't buy nothing
Yeah.
in GTA for $2 million?
Nothing.
Nothing you want.
Nothing.
Not a tank, not a jet.
Nothing.
Come on, man.
Yeah, for sure.
And then they make the mission.
And by the way, you said I don't think you get with $10. I don't think you get $2 million. I think you get like $500,000. By the way, yeah, I think for $1 million is $100.
That's crazy.
I really let me check that, bro. I believe a $1 million shark card is $100, bro. I think so. Hold up, we about to check. Okay, how much is a $1 million shark card? We about to look this up. How much is a $1 million shark card? There it is. Let me see. Shopping. Look, $1 million. Okay, so 10. Well, no. Okay, I lied. Maybe they changed it. It's probably gotten a lot cheaper because the next game is coming out. 20 million is 150. So what does that break down to? 20 million is $150. Yeah. That is a lot though. That's a lot of money. Cause 20 million ain't shit in GTA. Nigga, like, look, you buy one apartment, you buy one apartment and a couple cars. That's it. 20 million gone. You feel me? And it's so much more. Like a jet be costing like 15 million. So it's definitely a scam. Like they overcharge you for the shark card, but they made. And look, think about it. That game to this day, that niggas have never stopped buying shit in that game, and they never will. Even when GTA 6 come out, niggas still gonna be going super hard. So let me ask you this, Ellie. What does the future of gaming look like for you?
Honestly, the future of gaming is going to be
You-
immersive, right?
Okay.
I don't know if anyone who's listening to this podcast has seen it, but Ready Player One, I think we're on the way there for sure. Not completely. And not completely though, right?
Yeah.
Because we still got some time. And we can only hope that we make it to, if you've ever seen the movie Gamer.
Yeah.
The guy
I've seen
who was
Gamer.
controlling the prisoners.
Yes.
His whole room was
Right.
was the VR.
Yeah.
You didn't need to put on a headset. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
He was using his bare hands,
Right.
controlling someone.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
so
yeah. That's the future of it.
hope for that.
And it's interesting too because I agree. But this is my only kind of. I want to say. This is my only doubt, right? With the VR and everything, these niggas is lazy, right? Because
I was just about to say that.
no, because I get what you're saying, and I think that the future of gaming is going there. But how? Because the problem with VR, right? Because I think it's so, even right now, it's so immersive that I'm surprised that's not the #1 seller ever of all time. But it's because niggas is lazy. You feel me? So how would they? Do you see a day coming where? Go ahead. I'll let you take it.
I as a gamer have a solution to that, right? So let's say that it's a game that I have to shoot and move around,
Right.
I'm going to get tired walking. But little intricacies, right? Like hand gestures. Like if I hold my thumb at an angle like that, my thing knows to move forward. But I still have the motion of holding the gun, right? If I slightly open my thumb, you know what I'm saying?
Makes sense.
Make left, right?
Okay.
Now, I hope I get a little piece of money.
Yeah.
But right, it excavates the fact of having to move around.
Definitely.
On, what they call it, Omnitron.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, the little running shit.
Imagine I'm holding my hand like that, right? Bend my thumb.
Right.
I'm moving forward, right? But I'm still got the whole swing of things, right? Even though it's VR, so I don't have to worry about turning.
Definitely.
But as long as my thumb is bent, it's going to move forward.
Right.
Up, move back. You feel me? A slight crouch.
Yeah.
I duck. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Something that doesn't cost too much moving.
For sure.
And that's how I feel if I was a game creator.
Sure.
I would,
You'll implement that. Yeah. And I would say, if they do definitely need to find a solution. If they want the masses to gravitate toward niggas like me and you, we all in all gamers. We gonna get the shit no matter what, just because it's super cool. But like if they want the average, the on and off gamer to gravitate toward it, they need somewhere they can stay not as active but still have the same amount of immersiveness, the same amount of fun. But imagine a day now. This is like what we're talking about. That's within our lifetime, right? And maybe what I'm about to say might happen in our lifetime. But what about something like because Ready Player One I think it's more deeper than just like our current VR, and maybe even in the next 10 years, like you are that player in Ready Player One. You know what I'm saying? You're there, like you're that person. What other game was that? Was that Ready Player One? It might have been. I'm pretty sure it was.
One life, you die, you got to start way over.
Yeah. So with that said, like, how long do you think that's for? Because I think we'll have that one of these days where you are that character and you're not like it's pretty much like you put like something on your head and then that takes like now you're in the game type of deal. You know what I'm saying? Do you see that? You see something like that at all?
We can only hope for that, right? I've played my share of VR and it is pretty immersive, right?
Yeah.
But you're still where you're at, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Like you can get lost in it, right? But you know that there's walls here. You know what I'm saying? So we can only hope that we get to that, right? As a gamer.
You think you will see that in our lifetime though, or no?
Of course, because
really?
I'm not gonna lie.
Interesting.
One day I was playing the PSVR 2, right?
Yeah.
Just a little shooting range. You can't move around like that.
Yeah.
But I was so immersed in the game that there's a table there, right?
Yeah,
The
yeah,
table's
yeah.
in front of you, right? With your clips on it.
Right.
So I stood my clips up, you feel me?
Right.
Slam them on.
Right.
I'm shooting other thing.
Right.
But I was in it so long
Yeah.
that I tried to take a break on the table and damn near fell forward.
That's crazy.
So my brain believed that there was a table there.
Definitely.
Because I was so having so much fun. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
crazy. That's
So
crazy.
It has potential. Because I'm saying
It definitely got potential,
definitely
for sure.
use yourself.
For sure.
And if you've seen the videos on YouTube of people walking on the planks,
Bro, I was about to bring that up. Yeah.
yeah, man. So it's possible.
For sure. You know what I had my first experience ever put in my coworker, he let me try his Oculus, right? I put it on and I couldn't figure it out. Like I'm like scrolling through the menu and then I finally get in the game. Nigga, I literally froze up. I was like, nigga, that's how fucking real it was. Wow. There was like this little floating robot, and the shit like came up on me. I was like, and the shit, I literally took it off for a second. I took a deep breath, and I was like, oh shit, hold up. I took a deep breath, and I put it back on, and it was still like surreal, nigga. It's crazy, bro. Yeah, right. Yeah, definitely.
And honestly, gamers are getting older these days, right? So in 50 years, I can definitely see myself still getting funky
sure
with the games. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, me too. And then another thing too, I want to talk about is what do they call it now? That shit that Mark Zuckerberg is trying to do. It's like not the multiverse, but metaverse. What's up with that? Like, are you like that? You think that got some potential?
Virtual, you're in the internet, right? So that I think that's amazing.
Yeah.
Right. You want to go to Hawaii?
Yeah.
Shit, let's go through this portal.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
You want to own something?
And allegedly, like you can buy like real estate in there, and then it could be pretty lucrative. Actually, you know what I'm saying? Like I heard Snoop Dogg already bought some real estate in there.
Honestly, our kids, imagine how they are with video games right now.
Yeah.
They're doing it for them. They're not doing it for us.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
They are going to be so in love with these video games. They're going to spend the cash.
Yeah, right.
Especially because honestly, our kids, our generation, they're not gonna know what it is to be poor, right?
Right.
They're gonna just get, right? So it's gonna be expected. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So they don't have to worry about none of that.
Definitely.
You get what I'm saying?
For sure.
They're gonna have it, and they're gonna love it.
That's crazy.
So it is crazy, right?
But
Do
we
you-
want to do that
yeah.
for our kids, all right? We want
Yeah.
them to be able to live the life that we didn't.
Definitely. Do you have any intention on buying any real estate in the? I want to in the metaverse. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I heard. Look. This is what I heard. Right. I heard there's gonna be like just like in the real world. Right. There's certain areas like on the beach. Right. The real estate is super expensive because the metaverse is supposed to be one universe, and where real estate is, it's not like GTA where it's multi-server. There's one server. Everybody's there. So there's gonna be certain hotspots in certain parts of the multiverse that are I guess very important places and it be expensive. So if you get in now while it's low, and maybe years down the line somebody wants your space, hey, here's 100 racks. Give me your, you know what I'm saying, bro?
What's going to make I get that, but what's going to make they going to be the view? Want that? You know what I'm saying? So what's going to make people gravitate?
Maybe because you next to Snoop. Maybe because you next to, you know what I'm saying?
Maybe because you next to.
Good point. But sometimes people pay for just the nostalgia of it. Like right now, right? Like Snoop probably got 20 houses, and one of his houses he probably never lived to. But I'm pretty sure he got a neighbor that was like, Snoop live right there. Even though he ain't never there, he live right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's interesting though, right? Like that you could potentially get rich in there. Like I'm excited. Now there's a part of me that's like the conspiracy side of me is like, damn, are they doing this like to keep niggas from going outside? Like they want this shit to be so like, you know what I'm saying? They want this shit to be so real that like you're having so much fun that because that's like the conspiracy, right? They want to keep people COVID and everything. They want to keep people home.
Funny that you say that, right? Because I heard, I don't know if it's conspiracy that they're trying to stop people from looking up, right? They don't want people to know what's going on in the sky.
Whoa.
Right? So think about it. So if you're in the house,
That's
you're
deep.
definitely not going to look up.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Now, what's up there that they don't want people to see? We don't know.
Yeah.
But maybe some people show out there stargaze because
Right.
I've seen plenty of videos on the internet.
Yeah.
You're like, nigga, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
You understand me? And maybe that's one of the things they don't want you to see.
Speaking of that, since you're talking about looking up, like that to me that the only thing that could be up there really is like some supernatural shit or some like alien shit. Are you an alien type of person? You think there's some aliens out there?
Now, I used to think there was aliens, right? But now it's crazy, right? Because I don't know how aliens fall into the Bible, right?
Right.
Because I done seen some shit with my own eyes, which is unexplainable. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Now, when it comes to UFOs, I read a book called Behold a Pale White Horse, right? This book was written over 30 years ago, and literally things he's talking about
Right.
are happening right now.
Wow.
So you got to give the book his credit, right?
Yeah.
And he said, William Cooper, I'm gonna drop his name.
Yeah.
William Cooper said that 9 times out of 10, when you see a UFO,
Yeah.
it's the government inside of it.
Wow.
Because the government's not gonna tell you everything we have.
Yeah,
you get what I'm
exactly,
saying?
exactly.
So
Damn,
take that
that's
with a grain of
crazy.
salt, do your
Yeah.
own research.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Unidentified UFO.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I've seen a video online, and I think, I mean, me and you, we definitely think outside the box. You know what I'm saying? Like all these, we don't got to go into it, but like all these pictures that they show us of space and these planets, man, it's all, all of it is computer generated. Anyways, my point is, I think I know. Like from watching movies and shit, like let's say Avengers, like when they go from regular to CGI, it, like you could see the difference. I watched this video, bro, and it was crazy because it was some fighter jets. I don't know where the nigga was filming this, but it was somebody filming it. It was some fighter jets went by, and then a disc.
they're escorting the disc.
You seen that?
They're escorting
Nigga, that disc looked real. It didn't look CGI.
And not just that part.
It didn't look CGI.
And not just that part.
Nigga, that shit looks so real. That shit looks so real,
If
bro.
you look into the
That
book,
shit looks so real.
if you look into the book,
Yeah.
there's different Behold a Pale White Horse. There's
Right.
different.
Right.
It's not just one. They have many different shapes of saucers.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
And he lived in this rural area that had high activity of UFOs.
Right.
And he set a camera right between these two mountains.
Right.
And he has footage of them going in and
Wow.
out.
Can we find
You know what I'm
that? Can you find it right now or no? Do you?
saying? On the internet?
Yeah.
It's been 5
It's
years
been some
since
years.
I've been back, right?
Right,
So,
right.
Google has
let's try
has
to-
regulated a lot of that.
Let's try to see if we can
And a
find
lot
something.
of videos have been deleted from YouTube.
All right, let's see. I want to see if we can find it. Hold up.
Like, I'm gonna drop this little gem right now. There's a video called UFO in Jerusalem. I was fortunate to see this video before it was chopped and screwed by Google.
Right.
Now this video actually made me believe in another race. But now if you look up that,
it's so chopped and screwed. It's like they want you to believe it's fake.
They want you to think it's fake, for sure.
You feel me? And I've been telling people for years, and this is before CGI even had its take.
Its reputation.
Yeah, its reputation. Good word, right?
Yeah.
There was no chopping and screwing videos that good back then.
Yeah, not at all. Yeah, they've mastered this shit nowadays, bro. They've mastered it. They've become experts at they've become experts at faking videos. Sorry. I'll edit all this shit out. No, and look, think about it, bro. If you think about how far technology has come, I think it's very possible that the government can have a disc-like flying structure. It's not that hard to believe. Flying structure. I mean, think about it. What is the one that the black? I mean, think about it. What is it? Blackbird. And that's old technology, bro. Blackbird. And the Blackbird is legend. You can't see it. Like it's miles away, or it's in space or something like that, right?
Or it's in space.
Yeah, the SR-71. Yeah.
Yeah, the SR-71. It was just known as the fastest jet in the world. It was so fast that it can catch up to its own rocket in the world. You know what I'm saying? It was so fast that it can catch up to its own rockets. You might mistake that as a UFO going 2,000 miles an hour. You get what I'm saying? Right. As a UFO going 2,000 miles an hour. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? But it's not the same shape as we're talking about.
I'm just trying to compare it to technology. Like we have technology built that. Like how come we can't build something that's this shape that could just like, you know what I mean? Build something that's this shape that could just like, you know what I mean?
In those books,
we definitely can.
Which is crazy, right? In those books, they say that, which is crazy. A couple of people said they've been inside UFOs, and they said there's no engine, right? And it looks like they ran off water. Wow. How crazy is that, right? Wow. Which is not crazy because I don't know this for sure, but they say beetles are too heavy to fly. They levitate. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Because they vibrate so fast. And who's to say that UFOs are not doing the same thing and the government don't know how to do that?
Right. Hold on. Let me see if we find it. Yeah, man. Google, man. It's a whole bunch of bullshit videos, man. Oh, it's whatever. Yeah, Google don't be wanting it. I think Google's being co-opted.
Honestly, I think that's why Google bought YouTube. Because they wanted to control the videos.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Too much stuff was coming out they didn't want
for sure. Because I think Google at this point has been like it's a government. Google is like a government controlled government. Like it might be privately owned, but the government has influence. It might be privately owned, but the government has influence. Yeah, and it's not even. I don't think it's an argument at this point in time. It's not like even with Twitter. Like allegedly Elon Musk. When he said this in interviews that and think about it, Twitter is being co-opted with the government. All these other big companies, but allegedly when he came in, he found evidence that the government was working with the code. And I mean, they might still be doing it, to be honest. I don't know if you got enough power. I mean, you know what I'm saying? The government got the ultimate power, man, to take over anything. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, man, I think that was a good show. But yeah, man, go ahead and tell the people where to find you and. Tell the people, it's our show. So, yeah, just go ahead and wrap it up, man, and, say your final thoughts.
All right, man. Thank you guys for tuning in to this first show of Chat Talk, man. Hopefully we can do this every week. Looking forward to seeing you guys' comments, man. If you have any insight on anything we talked about, leave a comment, like, subscribe. Stay up,
y'all. Peace out. Peace out. Y'all stay up, man. Stay blessed. Chat Talk. Find me on Squadcast TV, Instagram. I'm the Chucky, man. Chat Talk podcast. Hottest podcast coming up, man. See y'all on the next one. Peace.